This time on Highway Through Hell. A terrifying moment. Captured on camera.
Oh, like so many pieces.
Kicks Merv into action. A northern journey tests Jamie's iron will.
Wow, it's a rough road.
And
the other one's coming tight.
A towing legend suffers a devastating blow.
Ken has had a major heart attack.
"40 miles west of Hope, BC, in the Fraser Valley.
What's going on here?
The quiet calm of a cold winter weekend
Somebody's saying there's a real mess up there right now.
is broken by an urgent call. First responders race to an accident off Highway 1.
An accident. Got all these lanes blocked. Tow truck thought it's great.
Dispatched to the scene.
We want to get the road open as fast as possible.
Aggressive Towing's Chris Mervin moves west in a 50-ton rotator.
They're saying it's blocking 3 lanes right now, and it's only a 4-lane highway.
The vehicle is blocking traffic. It rolled over.
Holy.
When Merv arrives,
That is something.
the job is bigger than expected.
You get a tractor trailer on its side. Cars spun around. Pretty big mess. I'm wondering how the hell it even happened.
Hauling a load of shingles, the semi rolled into a line of vehicles, waiting for the light to change.
Sitting at the intersection over here, next thing you know, he's on top of us all.
Incredibly, one of the drivers in the path of destruction captured the moment on his dash cam. On the Highway Through Hell, closure is not an option.
Ooh, that truck does not look good.
In the Fraser Valley,
It's like a smorgasbord of wreck. That's what this is.
Merv has just arrived at a heavy rollover in a major intersection north of Highway 1.
Yeah.
End up with a tractor trailer on its side in a 60 zone is pretty rare. This is quite the mess.
The entire accident was captured on video. Fortunately, no one was seriously hurt. But the driver of a pickup
All I could see was roofing material coming at me.
was nearly buried alive.
Pretty scary thing to live through, actually. Everything could have changed.
The pieces of the load went on either side of his vehicle. Had that come through the windshield, we might be having a different story to tell today.
Very, very fortunate. Incredibly lucky. Minor injuries at this time.
Now it's up to Merv
It's a mess.
to get the road opened.
Done with her?
That's right, Ben.
Okay. They just gave us a go-ahead that we can put it back on its wheels.
With the first stage of their investigation complete, police want the wreck out of the way.
This is obviously one of the main arteries that leads down to the American border. So this causes major congestion.
One thing we're worried about is cleaning up in a timely fashion.
Knife to cut the straps. Let's watch your feet.
Semi laying on his side with a full load spread all over the roadway. It takes quite a bit.
You want the tractor or the trailer? You care?
It doesn't matter.
You might as well go for the back of the trailer then I'll grab the tractor.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay. Dan's from Jack's. He's their heavy driver.
Another tow operator on scene will help Merv with the recovery. With Merv's rotator rigged to the front and the 50-ton wrecker on the back, they'll have to work in sync to winch the rig back onto its wheels.
Up around that back axle.
But for Merv and Dan, it's their first time working together.
Working with a new crew is always a little bit of a learning curve.
As big as it'll go. Yeah, there we go.
There's always hiccups and small things that can go wrong.
Just gonna suck my one line in a bit here. You wanna go tell the crew on the other side, just take 30 feet back for a minute? Okay.
It's a little bit of a learning curve for us.
Everybody's clear on the other side?
Yeah.
Rigged and ready, the recovery begins.
Nice and easy. She's heavy. Gentle. Keep going, buddy. Here she comes. It's coming.
The tractor trailer is on its wheels, but still blocks the road.
There you go.
I'm gonna drag the tractor sideways just to get the nose facing northbound, and then I can hook it up and get it off the roadway.
As Merv works quickly to finish the job,
It's starting to snow.
a winter storm rolls in.
There we go.
The last thing we really want to see is snow coming down.
Hundreds of 80-pound bundles of roofing material
Keep stacking, boys. Come on.
must be moved off the road.
We'll persevere and we'll get it one way or another.
By late afternoon,
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Good work.
the intersection is nearly reopened,
I'll take the truck, you take the trailer. We'll get out of here.
and teamwork has everyone on their way.
Good job, buddy.
Good job.
Both companies worked hard as they could and as fast as they could.
All right, let's get out of here.
The magnitude of this wreck, it is actually seriously lucky. Nobody got hurt.
Let's go.
Heading home is a very good feeling. The roadway's open.
"80 miles northeast,
Here, the coast's nasty. Yes, we're getting lots of snow.
between Hope and Merritt, BC. A familiar black wrecker
There's no truck in the brake track there waiting.
and a lone operator wait for the next call.
Now they're calling for 11 centimeters.
It's been a busy night on the Coke for Reliable Towing's James Luke.
We're on police rotation, and I'm the only heavy up right now. It's gonna be one hell of a long night.
There's something going on here at Larson. Looks like a guy broke down the granny lane. You reliable there?
Yes, I am.
I need a hook over here.
Alrighty.
James heads to a call on Larson Hill,
It's snowing like a banshee up here.
one of the toughest climbs on the mountain highway.
Visibility is not the best.
At the base of the hill, James spots his target. A 70-foot-long B train.
It's definitely not gonna be an easy one. Hey, boss.
How's it going, man?
Better than you. So does this thing run at all?
No.
So it's dead in the water, like won't even nothing.
The truck is stalled,
Okay.
and the driver has more bad news.
Is this thing loaded?
Oh yeah, 42 ton on there.
This Super B is loaded full of grain. The worst part is, this guy's truck does not run at all. Sweet. Alrighty.
The massive weight and the dead engine
This guy's truck does not run. And it's 42 tons.
have the odds stacked against him.
In all my years of doing hill pulls, this is the heaviest pull I've done.
Chaining up for extra traction beside a live lane.
I'd watch your backs. I wouldn't be standing over here.
James needs to get the grain truck rolling
We got one broke down right in that slow lane.
and get off the highway as quickly as he can.
Can't guarantee it because it's really friggin' heavy. Not sure if I'm gonna be able to do it. For whatever reason, we break the winch lines, just hit the brakes. Okay, let's go.
I think we're in good hands.
All drivers going northbound Larson Hill, get over to the fast lane. I'm trying to get way too much weight up the hill.
James and Black Sheep begin to pull.
This is heavy. Come on.
But the 125,000-pound load is putting up a fight.
Sparking, spinning. Not what we want to see.
Bottom of Larson. There's a 18-wheeler broke down there.
On the coke, James Luke is pushing his 30-ton record to the limit
Oh, man.
to heave dead weight up the mountain highway.
I don't like this. We are chewing the road up. Without his truck running, it is putting a lot of pressure on mine. It ain't working.
It's now painfully clear.
Oh, man.
James and the Black Sheep are in an uphill battle they can't win.
This is ridiculous, man. I'm feeling frustrated, feeling defeated, feeling pissed off. As you can see, I'm chewing the road. This is the heaviest truck trailer load combination I've tried to get up a hill. I'm not going to be able to get him up to the top of this hill by myself.
How much hill do we got?
A good mile.
Yeah.
Got to make a call.
James reaches out
Can you come to Larson Hill northbound?
for another record.
Because I'm attached to a rig that I can't get up the hill. I can't pull the guy. An extra truck is going to help me huge.
But the only truck available in Reliable's fleet is a medium-duty wrecker.
Are you kidding me?
Nicknamed the Hen House, the 7-ton tow truck has racked up nearly 250,000 miles.
Hen house is old. It's been around the block a few times.
But tonight,
That thing's heavy. 42 or 44 tons.
Holy crap.
James will take any help he can get. Operator Adam LeBeau will use Hen House to pull on the front of Black Sheep.
I'm a little nervous. If I don't make it happen, it's not gonna be a good day.
Lowest gear possible. You have the diff locked in?
No, I won't forward it now.
I'm not feeling confident that the hen house and the black sheep are going to be able to do it, but we're going to give it a go.
Adam, are you ready?
10-4.
Okay, 1,
2, 3, go Adam.
Working together in a 200-foot-long train.
A lot of weight on here.
James and Adam's wreckers and the lifeless 65-ton load crawl up Larson Hill.
just make sure we stay in this gear.
10-4.
Oh, wow. You don't see that too often.
It's really steep, really slippery.
Very long train.
But the higher they go, the steeper it gets.
How you doing back there, James?
I'm good, I'm good. What about you?
I'm spinning a bit, just trying to fight for some grip here. This is the worst part of the hill right here. So we're fighting it, trying to pull us back down the hill as we're going forwards.
Come on.
After the long climb,
2 trucks to get this truck and trailer up the hill.
James and Adam's train
It'll level out here. That was the hardest part.
arrives at the top of Larson Hill.
All right, I'm gonna start stopping.
Okay, anytime.
Home free home.
I was really surprised the hen house did it. So kudos to Adam.
Well, I'm happy, I'm excited. We actually got the job done.
Well, we're just gonna leave the trailer here, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's all we needed, buddy.
You made it. That was impressive.
You do what you gotta do to get the job done. And as long as you keep learning and challenging yourself every day, then that's where the fun comes out of it.
Black sheep in the hen house did good.
Good man.
Moments later, Reliable's 50-ton rolls up to tow away the B train's broken down tractor.
Just happy it's over. Customers happy. And all in all, we won.
Cold out there. I know, we're freezing to death. So what is it still, about minus 23, 24 up there?
560 miles to the north.
And she's cold. There's a draft coming in here somewhere.
Jamie Davis is on a barren highway in northern BC.
It's quite a trip. It's very, very cold out here.
9 hours into a nearly 1,200-mile round trip. Jamie's on his way to pick up a wreck.
You never know what's going to happen on these trips.
For the marathon journey, Jamie had to make an unusual truck choice. His classic Holmes wrecker, the General.
This truck here really is not a driver comfort truck.
All the trucks are out right now. I've got to take the General. Not my first choice, but I got to do the job.
The 45-ton Iron Beast was built for big pulls.
We got her.
Not for long road trips.
I don't know where it's coming from, but it's cold.
The General is a working truck. It's sheer power, and it's an amazing machine. But the General is not a nice truck to drive. Brutal, brutal, brutal ride.
In fact, I might even pull over. My legs are cold right now, and I'm going to probably pull over and put my big coveralls on.
Despite the uncomfortable ride, Jamie couldn't turn down the job.
These are my heavy pant coveralls. We're doing a lot of long haul work now. I gotta bring the money in. We gotta pay the bills. That's better. I'm gonna even put my tube on it. It's that cold. General, it's got a heavy spring suspension. It's got a triple frame. Wow, it's a rough road. Rough road, rough truck. This thing rides like a tank. Oh. When you do 10 hours or a day in this truck, you know it.
By late afternoon, Jamie arrives at his destination.
Looks like my yard. It's got lots of stuff in it.
A wrecking yard in the remote community of Chetwynd, BC.
Going to these remote places, it's not a busy hustle bustle. It brings you back to a simpler time. How's it going?
Very good. Yourself?
Long drive in the General.
Local operator Tom Nichols has been expecting Jamie.
I'll go have a look at this thing first.
But with light fading,
Yeah, the front axle's pushed back, and then you can see that the axe end is the same way.
Wow.
Jamie's back out in the cold.
Looks like she's gonna be a little bit of work, but we'll get her. Doing long haul trips, you never know what to expect. It's always gonna throw you a curveball. It's a bit of a mess.
The tractor is so damaged. Jamie will have to tow it from the front. So the drive shaft has to come out.
That thing ain't coming off.
But the extreme cold has an icy grip on the bolts.
Nothing. Yeah. My impact gun's not doing me any good. It's minus 30 weather. It's getting dark. I'm getting beat up.
In northern BC,
That thing ain't coming off.
Jamie's fighting extreme temperatures.
Nothing. Yeah.
Trying to remove a frozen drive shaft so he can tow away the wreck before sundown.
It's very, very cold out here. Drive shaft bolts are just frozen in. I guess that's the kind of stuff you run into all the time here.
But the local tow yard operator offers a way out.
They won't come out unless you heat them up.
We'd never, I doubt it, in the south we'd never do that. We end up heating these bolts to get them to loosen up. Oh, you got one. Did it come out?
Yeah, I got both them ones.
A little bit of a kick in the ass for me and a little bit of a lesson. Thanks for the help, too.
Yep,
Appreciate
not
it.
a problem, Jamie.
My last hiccup. It's cold out. It's getting dark, so we got to get going.
By dusk, Jamie departs the yard in Chetwynd and begins the 560-mile journey home in the General.
Hopefully we're gonna make it back and we don't have any issues. We're actually heading into a storm. I'm expecting the snow to get heavier as we head south.
Got a snowfall warning up. They're supposed to get about 20 centimeters.
"500 miles southwest, in BC's Fraser Valley,
I must have just happened. Yeah, he's kind of buried in the ditch.
Mission Towing's Truck 70 rolls to a late-night job.
We got a call for tractor trailer. The trailer's in the ditch.
Company boss Ken DePerrin is out of bed and on the road.
I've been part of this business for 46 years. Put in lots of hours, and that's what it's all about.
We're en route to see what we got, and it's always a surprise.
But tonight,
Getting cold.
Yeah, it's cooling down.
Ken's not alone.
Craig Hookie's with me. He's going to help me do some rigging here. Craig, we're gonna get these logs off.
Craig has worked for Ken on past recoveries.
I'm hoping for him just to fall down here, and then it'll be good.
He's also family.
Craig is from Newfoundland, and he's my son-in-law.
I'm gonna pry it off.
It's always a venture with Kenny.
Watch it, watch it.
We have so much fun.
Too much muscle.
That's Newfie style.
Yeah.
I'm 63 now, and I'm not as strong as I used to be. Nice to have somebody younger with you.
There he is. Okay, let's just see what we got. Oh, wow. He's in there pretty good.
The trucker missed a tight turn. Now his trailer is hanging off the road.
Cut the corner too sharp.
And Ken
Hello.
gets another surprise.
Hey, buddy, how are ya?
The driver is an old friend
I'll put my Cadillac in the ditch.
and former mission operator.
Kenny, I call him the legend because Kenny knows everybody.
I'll pull it as far as I can. We'll get her, Danny.
Okay.
In the towing world, you run into a lot of good people. And that keeps me going back day after day.
Okay, I gotta lift it up, okay?
Yep.
Lift her up and over is what we gotta do.
With two straps rigged to the back of the trailer, Ken will use his 30-ton wrecker to lift it out of the ditch.
Hook that one on your side. I'm gonna put another chain on the other deal there. Just watch that light.
Usually on the back bumpers of the semi, you can put straps on each side.
It's got a light right there, so we gotta watch it.
He had a big light under there I didn't want to break.
Let me just hook this one, Craig. We'll see what we got. Okay.
To protect the light, Ken will see how far he can get with just one line.
We definitely don't want it rolling back in.
Ken starts to winch.
I'm gonna come in with my boom. Just watch it.
But with a single line, the trailer teeters on the edge.
How much farther do we gotta go, Craig?
You got about 2 feet. So why don't we put another chain on here, Kenny?
That's exactly what we gotta do.
Ken and Craig add a second line.
Wrap it around the bottom and bring it out on this side so we don't break the light, okay?
Some of your jobs will be textbook. Other ones, you're gonna run into problems.
Nice and tight. We don't want it coming up against that light. There. We'll have her out of here in a second. Good to go. Okay. Okay, it's gonna swing this way, so watch yourself. There's what we want her to do. Perfect.
Beauty.
We're right out of the ditch now, pretty much.
Yeah, you're out.
I'm just gonna pull ahead, okay, and we'll bring his trailer right over.
One last pull should finish the job and get the trailer out of danger.
Let's go, Kenny!
But as Ken gets ready to winch, he discovers a weak spot in the plan.
The bumper, it's got an old weld there, rusted halfway through.
I noticed the bumper was compromised.
When it went in the ditch, it buckled to one side, which weakened it.
Ken rolls the dice.
The other one's coming tight.
And Craig keeps a close eye on the bumper.
You see? Just watch it. Are you ready?
Let's go, Kenny!
Near Mission, BC,
Watch yourself.
a weak bumper
Whoa!
Yeah, she let go, eh?
has put a dent in Ken's recovery.
The bumper just went on me. It's one of the things that happens sometimes.
The trailer is out of the ditch,
But if we pull on, it's gonna snap.
Okay, look out, I'm gonna let it down.
but the back end is still too close to the edge.
We're gonna have to get you to back up, Dan.
So Ken turns to the driver, an old friend,
I think we're gonna have to get you to drive it.
to maneuver the rig to safety.
We need help from the driver to put it in reverse, back it up.
We're gonna get him back on this road here. Fire up. You're looking really good, just the way you are. Let's just do it nice and slow.
Guiding him along.
Are you watching?
He's good.
Keep going, Dan.
Ken needs to help the driver around the same tight corner
Keep coming.
that claimed the trailer an hour ago.
Jackknife more if you can, Danny. Harder.
We don't want to lose it back down into the ditch.
Come on back. Bring it around. Whoa. Bring your head over this way. You're good there.
We got her.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
The tractor trailer is out of danger.
Okay, thank you.
And if I don't see you, Merry Christmas, but I'll probably see you before then.
And Ken and Craig have the semi on its way.
Kenny is a very experienced in what he does, and you know, it's a pleasure to work with him. I enjoy working with him.
He's good now.
Yeah.
There you go.
Up to the next. Okay?
Tow truck drivers are always there to help anybody. That's what we do.
The next day in Mission,
How did it go?
Well, all good.
Ken's back at the yard,
That's the main thing.
Yep.
catching up with Dylan after late night calls for both.
It wears you down. For a younger guy, he can do that a lot better, for sure.
Ken's 27-year-old lead operator
Got it out. That's the main thing, and it's done.
continues to take on more of the family business.
Ken's not only my boss, he's also my father-in-law. When he's out doing something, I always worry about him.
I'll go up with you on the next one. It's a really rewarding job. Till the next one up there.
Yeah.
But I wish I was 20 years younger.
In northeastern British Columbia,
Fairly high up here.
Jamie's on a remote highway, bringing home a wreck with a general.
You are going through a mountain pass.
The roads are basically snow-covered, compacted.
But heading south, the next stretch of road has a spooky reputation.
We're heading up into the Pine Pass.
It's very remote. If you have trouble there, it's hours and hours before help's gonna arrive for you.
Jamie is making the 560-mile return trip from the community of Chetwynd, BC, back to his home base in Hope.
What'd you say about compact snow? Getting lots of snow.
It's starting to get heavy now, and it's sticking on the ground. So I really expect it to get worse and worse.
The road's a lot narrower here. We have snow built up on both sides. My short hairs in the back of my neck are coming up. I'm a little bit nervous on this road.
Big S curves here. Best be on your game when you're up here in the north.
As Jamie continues along the slick, narrow highway, a semi pulls up behind him.
What is going on here?
Eager to pass.
Super dangerous. This could cost somebody their life.
I'm in the middle of nowhere here.
On a narrow mountain pass in northern BC,
We've got full-on snowstorm this morning, a lot of snow on the road.
Jamie's road trip takes a perilous turn.
This guy's trying to pass me in a blind corner.
Really dangerous. Never mind that guy taking me out, but what about a car coming around the corner? I don't want this guy hitting somebody head on.
Jamie radios the driver.
There, I gotta go on. That oversight, I got it on.
Are you talking about that shack?
Yeah, the one pulling the tow truck here. I'll just back out of it if you want to go by me there.
Then slows down to let the long load overtake it.
Sometimes you can be in the wrong place at the right time and things will go bad. You gotta do everything you can to make sure you survive and get back alive.
The risk associated with long hauling is right up there. Already on this trip, we're seeing a couple of close calls, and we got a long ways to go.
Starting to snow fairly heavy.
Jamie continues south in the General into another storm.
Just gonna, cross my fingers and keep pushing on.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. How's it looking right now?
450 miles south.
It's good to go. Perfect. Thank you, driver.
A 50-ton Vulcan wrecker responds to a call for help in the valley.
Every day is crazy for us.
Al Quiring's been dispatched to a suburb.
We're just headed into old-time community of Bridgeview.
For a sticky situation.
It's a pretty darn soft area down there. It's mud, it's nasty. Everything is just like quagmire. The customer has got his machine into trouble, so I'm not sure what to expect. Oh man, not so good. We'll get a game plan together. How you doing, Sid? Nice to meet you.
The property owner rented an excavator to do his own digging.
Yeah, you're in there good.
But is now in deep trouble.
We try to come out, but then it's kind of going deeper, deeper, deeper.
It's buried in there pretty good. It's a heavy machine.
On past heavy equipment recoveries,
come on, baby.
Al's weapon of choice has more often been a D9 dozer. But on this job,
unbelievable,
he'll use his road warrior, the Green Goblin.
It's not for the timid, that's for sure. We're gonna hook Big Green on it, give him a yank. This thing still goes around? Yeah. Good, good.
On the surface, the job looks simple.
We'll go around one time? Yeah. Perfect.
But in the tight lot,
I'm gonna do the Aldergrove maneuver. What I want you to do is fire that up and turn it the other direction.
Al has to rely on his customer to help get the digger out.
You're at the mercy of the excavator operator. And I don't think he's experienced.
And will have to work his wrecker from 100 feet away.
It's very limited amount of workspace.
With a doubled line from Al's truck to the excavator, the trap digger will have to turn its tracks towards Al, pointing in the direction of the pull. Al rigs.
So then just go once around.
And the customer.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, keep going.
Wraps a line around the 50,000-pound unit.
That's good, good. Myself and the operator of the excavator, we've really got to work together. I'll start pulling, keep your bucket down, and try and turn the track frames this way. All right? This could shape up to be a tough challenge.
Al starts to winch.
Hey!
But the excavator
turn the tracks.
Is still sideways, not steering towards Al's wrecker.
Slow, slow, just a little slower. The less this guy cooperates, the harder it is. Hey! Something's gonna go wrong. Whoa! Stop!
In BC's Fraser Valley,
whoa!
Al Quiring is trying to rescue a 25-ton excavator trapped in heavy mud.
Hey!
But the machine's operator
Hey, stop!
is only making matters worse.
Full throttle spinning, quite likely he'll dig himself in worse. Don't do that!
At the controls is Al's customer, who rented the machine, then dug himself into trouble.
When you're running the tracks, just go very slow. Don't spin. You're not gonna get it on the first hookup and drag it up. Just slow. It's gotta be brought out with a little bit of finesse.
From the driveway, Al starts to winch again.
Just a little slower.
And the excavator slowly crawls out of the pit. Tracks finally pointing towards Al's wrecker.
Try and get yourself on there.
Out of the hole, the operator/customer is relieved.
A really big job, so thanks for these guys. We are really happy.
We worked together, got that job done. Some guys would just throw their hands up in the air and walk away. And not like that. But I'll stay in the fight until there's no more fighting to be done.
The next day, in the Fraser Canyon,
That wrecker is an old-timer.
Jamie's in the home stretch of his nearly 1,200-mile trip, hauling a wreck back to home.
Nice to go on a trip, but it's also good to be home.
It's been 3 long days in the driver's seat of the General.
This is mind-boggling pain and suffering. It just kicked the heck out of me.
The aches and pains have Jamie thinking about his aging fleet.
Oh, I will be so glad to get out of this truck.
Trying to do the job with these old trucks is something that's starting to beat me up a little bit.
Something with air ride would be nice. Endings in sight. I've had enough.
Work's starting to pick up, and long haul, it's become a big part of our business, and we might need to put some new iron in here.
I'm just gonna put this thing here for now. I'm done. Oh.
Might be time for us to invest in a brand new truck.
Later that evening, at the end of a long shift, Dylan receives terrible news.
I just heard that my father-in-law, Ken, has had a major heart attack. And he's gonna have to go in for heart surgery. It's a big shock. He's a family member. He's the grandfather to my boys, so that's Grandpa.
The devastating news soon reaches the rest of the Mission Towing family.
Oh my God.
It was a severe heart attack. Nobody really knows the extent of it at this point. It's I've known him for 40 years.
He's not in good shape. Oh my gosh. Breaks your heart, eh?
I'm gonna need a new pair of underwear.
Next time on Highway Through Hell.
You gotta be kidding me.
A lost wreck.
Pulling you to her.
Tilting towards disaster.
If you can't hold that, we have a big issue.
Pushes 2 teams to the edge. A nasty rollover.
We can bring it in a little more.
Tests a new heavy operator.
It's not gonna move.
And Jamie turns a corner with a new addition to his fleet.
Oh, look at that.